right, guys, we're moving into game number 2 here between EGAxslav and ROOTKiWiKaKi for the IPL Winners Brackets round number 2. I am Cats Pajamas, and it is an absolute pleasure to be casting for this event. And if you guys saw game number 1, wow, what a game. KiWiKaKi proxying a gateway and a forge, cannon rushing and proxy zealot rushing at the same time. Axslav initially looked like he was going to hold with ease. He takes down the pylon, which powers both of those structures. But then the cannon rush does so much damage from KiWiKaKi. Axslav tries a counterattack, is not successful. So here at the 9 o'clock position on MLG Metalopolis, we have our representative from Team EG. He is EGAxslav, spawning as our red Protoss player. His opponent here at the 3 o'clock position is ROOTKiWiKaKi from Team Root Gaming. He is our yellow Protoss player, of course, so red versus yellow PvP action here on MLG Metalopolis. And Axslav opening fairly standard once again. Looks like he's actually going to wall off, it appears. Interesting choice. Gateway coming at the front. And we'll see what sort of build he decides to go into. Maybe this is going to be indicative of a little bit of a turtling play. KiWiKaKi putting up his gateway as well. Deciding not to proxy that. Not going to do anything as ridiculous as last time. And let's see here. So KiWiKaKi is putting down his assimilator. Same thing coming down now for Axslav. Now, of course, Protoss players with the unique ability to warp in units anywhere across the map that they want. So, even on cross positions, games like this still tend to dissolve into 4-gate on 4-gate. And see if that actually ends up happening. Because of this walk distance, it's very difficult to reinforce with robo units. If you decide to go for robo, that means you're going to play very defensively. Wait for an attack to come into you and then try and build up enough forces to crush your opponent. So KiWiKaKi putting up his cybernetic score. Already on the way for Axslav. Neither player has decided to put up any sort of initial zealots. Axslav now putting up his second pylon. Of course, that's the only differentiation in the build thus far, was that Axslav put up his cybernetic score before his second pylon. KiWiKaKi the other way around. And actually, we do have a second assimilator coming up for Axslav. This is pretty early. And looks like he has saved up a ton of Chrono Boost, though. That is being used on a Stalker at the moment. We'll see if that also gets used on Warp Gate technology or not. Axslav starting to saturate that second gas. KiWiKaKi, on the other hand, is Chrono Boosting out a Stalker in addition to Chrono Boosting out Warp Gate technology. So even though he started it a little bit later, if it's not being Chrono Boosted out for Axslav, KiWiKaKi will actually catch up in that timing and surpass his opponent. So Axslav now going to run around and check for any sort of won't find anything, of course. And Axslav's putting up another pylon there in his main. Taking a look back at KiWiKaKi's side of things, there's gateways number 2 and 3. Second gas on the way as well, but it is a little bit late. And there's gateway number 4. So our first official 4-gate now coming out of KiWiKaKi. And looks to be pretty aggressive with this. Axslav still on 1 gate. Saving up a lot of gas as well. See if he goes right into a robo. Yep, there it is. Robotic facility is coming up. There is a forward pylon down for KiWiKaKi. Was this spotted by Axslav? Yes, it was. That is going to force it to be canceled. Uh-oh, except for KiWiKaKi is going to reinforce now with a couple of units. But there's enough Stalkers out here for Axslav that KiWiKaKi will not be able to push in and engage immediately. Oh, nice. Second gateway down for Axslav. And he is going to pick off the Zealot fairly quickly. KiWiKaKi has to watch out. He is pulling back. Forward pylon ready to warp in some units. KiWiKaKi is done with Warp Gate technology, turning all of those gateways into Warp Gates. Wants to end this game very quickly. There's 3 more Stalkers now. Axslav up with a Sentry as well. Could trap some units in there very easily. 3-gate Robo, though, out for him. He has not produced an Observer. He has not produced anything out of that Robo. Ooh, nice job actually trapping that Zealot. And KiWiKaKi is forced back at the moment. Looks like he is actually putting up a Twilight Council, so Blink technology will be up here in the near future. Moving up with another Zealot. And we do have Immortals now coming out for Axslav. He has up another Sentry as well, so he could cut that force in half if he wants to. It's like KiWiKaKi does not want to push through this gap here. Forcing those units into a choke against all these ranged units here from Axslav would be suicide. KiWiKaKi realizes that. And it looks like his Twilight Council is about to finish. He may want to push in here again in just a second. Now Axslav Says, all right. Come at me, bro. And KiWiKaKi not going to move up now. The Immortals ready to rock some of those Stalkers. Here comes the Zealot up one more time. Doesn't actually get attacked by anything. EGAxslav positioning his units around the side there. Let's see. So 3-gate Robo up for EGAxslav. He's actually going to a Robo base, a 1-base Colossus build. If he can pull this off, it'll be very powerful. And right now, KiWiKaKi going to a Robo as well. He does have Blink researching. Warping in yet more Stalkers. And in about 35 seconds, he will be ready to jump in and try and pick off those Immortals. Now, EGAxslav is actually... Okay, nope. He's going after another Immortal now. He had cut that initially because he was putting up the Robo Bay technology, and it looked like he was waiting for that to finish. Of course, that was going to put him at a significant disadvantage in terms of units. Let's see. KiWiKaKi finishing up his Robo. Twilight Council is done with Blink as well. Here's some more Stalkers. There's 11 Stalkers in total with the Zealots. 12 Stalkers is what I really meant to say. There's the 12th coming up. KiWiKaKi pulling up with a 13th as well. Lucky number 13. And now EGAxslav is forced to kill. Oh no. He is forced to kill his gateway at exactly the time when KiWiKaKi wanted to move up. He is going to blink back with his units individually. Looks like he lost one Stalker, took out a Zealot though, critically injured another one. But was that alone worth it? As KiWiKaKi warping in yet more Stalkers. Looks like he just wants an observer out so he can blink onto the high ground. Oh, this could be very deadly. Here comes KiWiKaKi though. KiWiKaKi's going to move in, blinking back those hurting units. And now EGAxslav has his Colossus out. Very awkward firing there. KiWiKaKi with only one really injured Stalker. That's going to recover its shields, though, here very quickly. And here's the Observer. So KiWiKaKi has the opportunity to warp around if he wants to. And there's a Warp Prism coming up as well, but now EGAxslav wants to move out. EGAxslav wants to be aggressive. And KiWiKaKi is going to sacrifice... Oh, yes, he is going to go for the counterattack. He is going to sacrifice that pylon for the counterattack. Here comes the Observer. And KiWiKaKi could blink onto the high ground here if he wants. Looks like he is content, though, to just kill a couple of pylons. Actually, oh, wow. Blinks away without losing a unit one more time. That was a very good pylon snipe. As EGAxslav is critically supply capped, actually needs 2 pylons before he'll ever be able to produce another unit. So here's a Warp Prism. Oh, my God. We're going to see a dual-pronged attack now. Manx Statue gets destroyed. As that Warp Prism is going to allow units through the back at the same time that KiWiKaKi splits the forces, comes up to the front, and kills critical tech structures. So he's going to draw these units away now from the Warp Prism. KiWiKaKi blinking back, snipes yet another pylon. So good. And what do we have here coming out for KiWiKaKi? A bunch of Zealots. And he's going to pick them up now. There they go. Just waiting on picking those up. Guardian Shield goes down. KiWiKaKi is going to run away. Oh, this is playing exactly into his plan, though, because EGAxslav pulling all of his units away. KiWiKaKi just doing a little bit of damage there. Looks like his Observer may have been taken out. But at the same time, oh, this Warp Prism's not going to move in quite yet. Should be relatively soon, though. EGAxslav is going to continue to push. He does have a slightly superior army. KiWiKaKi has to watch out, blinking away again. But here comes the Warp Prism. Oh, my God. This Warp Prism is going to land down. This is going to kill so many probes. EGAxslav has already lost 2 probes. The Warp Prism in play. Looks like EGAxslav is just going to counterattack. And EGAxslav is going to lose a couple of these pylons. That is very critical. KiWiKaKi doing so much damage there. He is setting up. Oh, he has charge lots as well. He is setting up for a nice defensive position. EGAxslav is going to all in, moving all of his probes in. And this poor Colossus is going to fall as well. Looks like, no, it'll actually be rallied into the fight here. So here comes EGAxslav. EGAxslav is going to move out. Does KiWiKaKi have enough to defend against Zealots in the way? There's the blink. And looks like these units are getting focused down so quickly. One Colossus falls. However, these Immortals are doing so much damage. So let's see now. The Immortals are getting focused down as well. There's the blink one more time. Oh, the last Colossus falls, and that is so critical. As KiWiKaKi is still keeping up his production, he's going to be able to produce whatever he wants. And EGAxslav is losing probe after probe after probe, doing no mining. This Warp Prism is still wrecking EGAxslav's base, now picking up those units. KiWiKaKi reinforcing. Another Colossus could fall pretty quickly. KiWiKaKi again, though, critically still mining. Ooh, looks like gateways are falling down, though. EGAxslav is doing a ton of damage. He is going to move in, pick off yet more pylons. Here come the rest of the probes for KiWiKaKi. Here come more units warping in for KiWiKaKi as well. And probes on probes fighting each other at the moment. EGAxslav losing the rest of his forces. Here comes the warp prism, though. Oh my god, EGAxslav is having everything cleared up. There is only this Colossus remaining. There's the next blink in. There's the rest of the Zealots falling down. And there's the GG out of EGAxslav. So KiWiKaKi advances into winners round 3 here at IPL Season 1, taking out EGAxslav 2-0. Congratulations to ROOTKiWiKaKi.